Hello, Mr. Ming. Welcome to our presentation today. First, let me introduce our team. We have three members. My name is Nguyễn Thị Hồng Ngọc, and my ID is 70222268TB2. The second member is Miss Me.
Hello, Mr. Minh. My name is Nguyễn Thị Đông Nghi. My ID is 702222 TPE2. And our last member is Miss Ngọc.
My name is Lưu Hồng Ngọc and my ID is 702223513TBE2.
So, let's get started with our discussion today. Visual deceptions are everywhere, from the intricate patterns of a butterfly wings to the carefully crafted illusions in our favorite movies. Today we're going to dive into the fascinating world of visual deceptions, specifically as they relate to some intriguing fields from art, fashion, and psychology to architecture and advertising. We explore how these deceptions can be used to manipulate our perceptions and influence our behavior. So, Miss Nghi, what do you think about this topic?
Yes, today I would like to share some visual deceptions in real life that I know. Day by day, it brings humans a modern lives as well as make people have a wide of significant experiences and different fields. Therefore, I want to recall the visuals deception in the economic experts, especially I once enjoyed a party that used visual relative application to attract the impression and evoke the staff of dinner. It was the show Le Baptiste Chef at Park Hyatt Saigon restaurant. Each guest coming here will be seated at a table with a tone white book or a large plate, and depending on what they order. Before the dishes are served, people will see a small chef appear with red lights signing above the guest's head on those tray or white book, and he will describe how he made the dishes. For instance, if it is a seafood dish, the audience will feel ocean waves or sea creatures appearing in front of the table, and at that time they will hear the shouts accompanying the actions.
Wow! So, am I correct in assuming that the show evolved a small chef character appearing with LED lights and sound effects to create a virtual culinary experiences?
Yes, you tried. Actually, in addition to bringing delicious food to customer, using virtual reality in life brings a very worthy source of income for its intended use. It's not only enhance the value of the dishes, but also brings an impression to the hotel restaurant industry. Besides, people are also satisfied with the money they spend to experience these virtual reality shows, as well as giving humanity access to a more modern life.
Oh, so let me see if I understand that customers are willing to pay for VR experiences, demonstrating its value. Therefore, hotels and restaurants can charge more for VR experiences, boosting their profit. Am I right?
Yeah, actually, what I mean to say. And have you ever heard about 3D or 4D painting on the body? And yes, it was actually an extremely expressive virtual reality that I came across. It makes people as I seem deserved the talent will dry directly on the actors' neck bodies with all kinds of color they want to create. For example, they drew a lot of eyes on the model's face. When people look at it, they will think this is a monster with many eyes. I think the act of 3D or 4D illusion or on the body is very impressive and interesting in terms of.
Oh, how exciting. I want to see the show too. And how about you, Ngọc?
Oh, so I want to talk about fashion. So fashion has long been used as a form of camouflage, allowing individuals to blend in or stand out, depending on their desired objective. This is particularly evident in military uniforms, which are designed to mimic the surrounding environment and avoid detection. For instance, the iconic ghillie suit worn by snipers, as you can see in the picture, is an elaborate camouflage system that incorporates natural materials to make the wearer virtually indistinguishable from their surroundings.
So, are you saying that fashion can be used as a way to blend in or stand out, and that military uniforms are a prime example of this, as they are designed to help soldiers avoid detection?
Yeah, you know what I mean exactly. So now talking about psychology, actually psychology also plays a significant role in visual deceptions. For example, the illusion of control is a cognitive bias that leads us to believe we have more influence over events than we actually do. This illusion can be exploited in marketing and advertising, where products are often presented in a way that suggests they will give us greater control over our lives.
Oh, could you give an example?
Consider the example of luxury watches as you can see in the picture, which are often marketed as status symbols that can enhance one's social standing and sense of self-worth in this contemporary society.
Oh, great one. So, how about your ideas, Miss Ngọc Lu?
About architecture, a classic example of visual deception is false perspective, which is commonly used in a theme park like Disneyland. This technique manipulates the scale of objects in relation to each other. Buildings that are taller have upper floors that are proportionally smaller, which makes them seem further away and taller than they are. By doing so, architects create a sense of grandeur without using additional space or materials.
Wow, that's wonderful, and this is an interesting discovery. I really love Disneyland. And do you mean that false perspective is a trick used in agriculture to make objects appear larger or smaller than they actually are? Like in dam backs where buildings seem taller than they really are?
Yeah, great. You got my idea. And to expand my ideas, I want to mention more about visual deception in advertising. Products are often enhanced through photo manipulation.
Oh, so could you give me an example?
Yes, for example, a burger advertisement that display a perfectly stuck, juicy patty with fresh lettuce and tomatoes use visual deception. In reality, the ingredients are stretchily placed using toothpick and other support to create a visually appealing but unrealistic representation. This illusion taps into our brain desire for symmetry and perfection, which can easily deceive people into thinking the product will look the same in reality.
Wow, I agree with you about the advertising of dishes, and this also picks the task and imagination of diners.
So in short, visual deceptions are a fascinating aspect which takes place in many fields in every corner of our life. By understanding how these deceptions work, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human behavior and the power of visual communication. Whether we are trying to camouflage ourselves, manipulate our perception of reality, or simply express our individuality, visual deceptions are an integral part of our lives. So this is the end of our presentation today. Thank you for your listening and considering our presentation, and we hope you have a nice day. Me to me.